I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad. Miss Wig. I got your wig, ho. I got your wig, ho. Miss Wikiana. I got your wig.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Before we get into this video, everything I say is not motherfucking fact in this bitch, so don't take it as such.
Girls can't take my motherfucking mouth, bitch. My mouth is real and it's raw and it's watchy, bitch. I'm gonna give the girls exactly what the fuck they asked for. The girls is going to know my wrath. Trust me.
Okay, so what is up? I know I missed last week, but okay, so I guess I'll recap really quick. Yeah, Marlo is out of order because I really don't want to keep hearing about the nephew. I'm sorry, I feel bad, but I don't really find the relevance in what's going on. But also, on the other hand, he did work for Candy, and she could have been more sympathetic. But also, I don't know what else she really wanted her to do. I don't know. Y'all need to figure that out somewhere else, because I've had enough.
Come on, bitch, you ain't doing that shit over here. They gonna get put the fuck out of here. Watch this. Watch this. They gonna get the fuck out of here. Watch this. I'm gonna show you how this work. These bitches is crazy. I'm gonna show you how this work. That shit is ridiculous. Listen, y'all need to come in down here to 122. They are going off, spitting, fighting, going off, everything. The police need to come and get them the fuck out of here, or y'all need to give me all my motherfucking money back that I've spent in this motherfucker. Right now, they better be removed or else. I want all my money. Thank you. Goodbye. Now they'll be removed.
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna be a flip-flop ass bitch because I can do that because I'm grown. So yeah. Anyways, I want to thank Marlo, of course, for bringing the drama, because what else would we be? I mean, like, okay, let's break it down like this, because I'm a fan of all the girls, but like Kenya, she's not really bringing it so far. I mean, I did like to see that she's opening up, excuse me. My tongue got twisted in this bitch. But yes, I like to see that. That's cute. That's new. That's something different than the marching band or, yeah. So I like that. And then Candy, I don't know. Maybe we are singing, I don't know. I'm trying not to be a sour puss in this bitch, but I'm getting bored, or I need something to revitalize the housewives. And it doesn't necessarily mean bring back somebody old, but I just whatever. Anyways, I just wanted to leave that note. And then furthermore, I have a note for you bitches. I should have said this in the beginning, but I'm gonna say it now. Y'all have a lot of nerve to say that I'm painting my videos out, or what are y'all trying to say? Hold on, let me get my brain together. Y'all be saying some crazy stuff, and I read the comments because I'm human, and I know y'all say don't read them, but I mean, come on, like, let's be real. You create something, you're gonna read it to see what's going on, see what's tea. And y'all talking about Marlo's paying me to make her look good on my channel. Girl, nobody's paying me, and if they are, I'm missing some checks, and y'all need to direct them to me immediately, okay? Tell Marlo to send them to me now, because that would be nice, okay? Cut the check in this bitch, a Trump check. Yeah, so I just like to present the facts with video receipts as to just conspiracies with the tongue. So, yeah, and y'all get mad. And y'all can stay mad, so that's fine.
True tea, bitch.
I know y'all little crackheads gonna come back, because I know y'all need to feed y'all little addiction to my videos. Y'all still claim y'all don't like my videos, but y'all come scratching and itching and crawling back to watch and comment. Even if I block you. Ooh, okay, girl.
Listen, the rehab is already paid for, baby. You can go there anytime you want.
No.
And shout out to Demetria for her Tyler Perry House of Pain. And okay, side note, I know I'm going off on a little tangent here. What do we think about Tyler Perry? Because, you know, I have a documentary coming out on the nasty O, big O, Oprah.
What else do you see in their eyes that lets you know that you can get away with it? Because nobody's choosing any child. I say this to all my girls at school. Nobody's choosing any child who has the confidence and the self-esteem and is going to, that they think is going to tell. Nobody's choosing anybody that they think is going to tell.
We arrested a former employee of who was working at Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. She was arrested yesterday for several charges, including assault, indecent assault, as well as soliciting girls under the age to commit indecent assault. And she's now at the Karenhugerswig police cells.
I bless you in removing your child from the big school, because my number one priority is the safety and well-being.
Transformation and asset building for these girls. So every single girl's going to leave here with something greater to offer the world than her body. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment.
So Rose McGowan has put Oprah on blast. Rose recently called out Oprah on Twitter over her past associations with some controversial men. Rose wrote, quote, "From being pals with Harvey Weinstein to abandoning and destroying Russell Simmons' victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure for personal gain. She is as fake as they come."
Because he repeated so many times, "It's going to be good for you. I have something in mind for you. We're going to be in touch." And he was with people in which I admired dearly. He was with Naomi Campbell. He had Oprah Winfrey there with him, who entered the room and was swinging off his arm and just seemed like a very dear friend.
And I think Tyler's just as weird as her. I just want to throw that out there. But anyways, and I threw that out there because obviously Demetria, who's on the Housewives, did that Tyler Perry ass show. But anyways, moving back to the more relevant topic of what we are talking about. Candy, why are you stealing from my channel, girl? What's going on? I don't know if you are necessarily stealing, but your editor to your recaps or your speak on it are stealing my aesthetics with the vintage looks, the memes in between. Now, I shouldn't say the memes in between because everybody can do that, but like, girl, you didn't start doing things until recently, and I'm wondering, like, girl, what's happening here? And when you did have like the show clips in between your videos, you didn't have sound to it. I don't know. It just seems like you tried to copy my aesthetics over here, and I don't really like that too much.
I tell you, I wanted to get my food. I told your stupid ass, leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, now first it was Pinhead Don Juan calling you. Let me stop. Cause little stupid ass blocked me on Twitter, so I won't do too much. But anyways, your little minion calling you Candiana, and I've never heard him do so before or anybody call you that before. And I'm not saying I'm the owner of Iana's to words, but I'm just saying like, Rabiana, Tapiana, Strapiana, Dykiana, Rabiana, Miss Dyke, the Dykiana, Miss Rabiana, Miss Dyke, Rabiana, Tapiana, Strapiana, Dykiana. Now you stealing my aesthetics, like, girl, what's going on? Like, there's room for everybody on YouTube in this bitch, as like, there are plenty of YouTubers I shout out time to time in this hoe because there is room for everybody. Watch everybody's videos in this bitch. If you don't like my videos, watch somebody else, but don't steal in this hoe.
Don't make me fuck you up, girl.
Now, before you Candy fans jump down my throat, I do live for her and give her flowers any chance I get. Y'all seem to ignore that and only, you know, everybody has to kiss her booty, which I'm not gonna do. I don't kiss no shitty booty. I'm playing. It's just, I live for her music accomplishments and so on. And just because I don't care for her on this show or don't like her copying and pasting my aesthetics doesn't mean, like, I'm a hater, period, per. Y'all think everybody's hating on Kenya and Candy, and that's not the case, girl. Calm down. Relax, okay? So let's get into this recap like we should have 10 minutes ago, but also this is a recap, so I'm here to talk period. And shout out to you if you are listening on Spotify or, watching. Yeah, but let's get into the first scene, which is Sanya, who I forget is on the show half the time. Girl, you need to figure out what you gonna do about your peach, because you might be a friend of, because it's looking real scarce to me. But anyways, let's get into the first scene of Sheree and Sanya, like I said.
Girl, this is what we needed.
Yeah, for sure. Especially after...
What happened? I am still not recovered.
What was it called? Beat the bomb.
Characters, oh, let me tell you. No, come on. Candy. You didn't care about flowers when you text me a couple of days later.
Beat the bomb. Now, I love that portion of it.
Oh,
we all got together and
yes.
we were able to stay.
But what I didn't like was why when everything went down, I understood why Candy left, but why did everybody else leave?
If you need anything, call me, okay?
Just know you held your own. You were right. I love you, girl.
Duh. Sanya, pinhead number 1. Before I get to pinhead number 2, don't you know this is the Candy Coated Click part 2 in this hoe, just without the pinhead I was just referring to in the part 1. Nadwan and Carmen, they're not here, so we have replacements of Manyan Takura, and then we have Kenya. And I'm not trying to play Kenya because I live for her, but I'm just saying, it gives to me that she's playing the back this season to Kenya playing the back to kissing Candy's booty. How about that? Okay. I'm not saying that she's not having her own storylines and stuff like that. I take back what I said earlier, because she is having probably the divorce storyline. We see Brooklyn. We see the hair, whatever she's opening up. I'm living for that. So yeah, but also again, it gives to me y'all have minion vibes sometimes to me around Candy. It's Candy's way and how Candy feels, and if Candy's not fucking with them, then y'all all are not fucking with them. Girl, this is an ensemble show. Y'all can't all do that, or else it's going to be boring and not fun to watch when y'all say, I'm not going to film with this person or not be friends with them. Damn, then what the fuck? Go home, you leave then. Damn. You already did that with Phaedra, and I get why. Because of, the rumor situation of the drugging and so on. Rightfully so. But also, you can't keep controlling shit like this. Now, it's starting to piss me off. Now, the Courtney thing, you ain't want to do too much with her. Now, we doing Marlo. You get mad at that, which we'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. But let's just get back into this recap, girl. I'm just tired of the Candy Coated Click, really. But I'm about to be contradictory. Like I said, I'm a flip-flop ass bitch in here. I'm grown. If Marlo wouldn't really bring up the situation of her nephew with Candy, we really wouldn't have to talk about Candy too much, and I really wouldn't be bored. But also, we really wouldn't have any drama, I guess, if Marlo didn't bring up the situation. So I don't really know. Like I said, what's going on this year with the housewives, or Atlanta, or whatever's going on, but they need to figure it out because I'm getting bored.
It just starts to feel like our group is divided. But that's not cool.
So not cool, because I get along with everybody for the most part. I think some things just need to be worked out amongst the ladies.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put something together.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do a brunch or lunch or something.
Right.
Let's make sure we're Gucci. And that's what I call it.
Ooh, Sheree, you love Gucci. I hope you have some endorsements or some stocks or some, endorsements in this bitch and Gucci. But they don't like black people, so. Allegedly in this bitch, cause I don't wanna get sued in this motherfucking hoe.
And that's a lawsuit.
Are going to jail. Period.
I'm pretty sure they won't be collabing with you. No, I'm playing. Allegedly or whatever in this hoe. Anyway, Google. Okay. Anyways, let me not do too much. Sheree, yeah, we'll see how our little luncheon goes, the Gucci down lunch. The next scene we see is Senyata, and we see, not no Senyata, we see Sanya and we see Candy sitting down, and they're talking about Candy being upset with Sanya for not picking a side. Girl, what are we, two? Girl, girl, shut the fuck up. Okay, let me stop, because y'all really gonna eat me up about eating Candy up. So let me not do too much and let's get into these clips.
I had to go to the red carpet opening for the piano lesson. I was just having one of those moments of wow.
Yeah, appreciation, yeah.
And then I come back and hang out with y'all ass.
Congratulations, confetti, then leave if you're so mad and so fed up with the group. Okay, sorry. just want to say that. Let's get back into the clip.
Whatever. I'm about to not to be with you and your homegirl.
Why you not gonna be with me?
You and your homegirl.
Why you not gonna be with me though?
Because I be feeling like you be riding the fence sometimes.
No, it's not about riding the fence. Like, I don't want to keep getting burned in Marlo's fat.
What happened 3 years ago with her nephew, of course, is horrendous and it's sad. And she and the entire family have all of our complete condolences with that.
Right.
But it is sort of, I'll just use the word weird, that 3 years later is being brought up. And I understand she's saying, well, the shootings that happened at the restaurant triggered it. So I get that. But to the degree of it being so volatile, obviously you talk to Marlo daily. Are you on Marlo's side when it comes to what her and Candy are going through? And can you shed some light that we may not know? Because I know Marlo for real, and I'm confused.
Well, no, I get it. And I think that it's tricky, right? Because you can't tell someone how to feel. And even for me, when I communicate with Marlo and stuff, and I'm like, dang, like it's a tricky thing to navigate because somebody died, right? Like her nephew died. So there's the gravity of that. And then there is this feeling where she just feels like, you know, Candy sometimes just kind of brushes past issues, you know, big and small. And so, you know, I always agree with how Marlo goes at things? No. But do I try to validate her feelings? Yes. And so in the fact that she felt like Candy never really acknowledged it or showed up in the way, see, the other thing that people have to understand too is like a lot of times people value friendship the way that they are friends. And Marlo is one of the most thoughtful, she's one of the kindest people I know. Like last season when I had COVID, she sent me flowers, a teddy bear. She sent me medicine. She called me every day. And that's her love language. And so, you know, she, I think, just expects people to reciprocate that. And like what I understand from Candy when I was talking to Candy as well, is like, she's not that girl. Like, and I'm not all the way a thoughtful person like that either. Like Marlo is teaching me how to be more thoughtful of people. You know what I mean? So I definitely see both sides. I understand how Candy could feel like the timing is so bad. It's like, you know, once again, trying to like, you know, put her business in a bad light. So I understood why Candy got so upset. But I think this happens a lot with the ladies, if we can stay on just the topic, just the issue, we can handle it, right? Because it's like if Candy's like, okay, my bad, maybe I could have done more, we could move on. But then it becomes this big thing and they're both so heavily vested and it becomes really tricky as a group to navigate.
That makes sense to me. Now I'm starting to understand because you're right. Marlo feels like what I give out, I should be able to get in return. And to your point, not everyone is wired that way.
Did you just say that when basically Drew got burned from Marlo because of me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's the same thing.
That's why I'm saying as a group, we need to stop doing that.
Period, Sanya. No, I don't agree with you much or remember you much. I'm not trying to play you, but I'm just saying, I do remember your accolades off the show, but I'm just saying on the show, like, it's not too much. But anyways, yes, period to what you said. I agree wholeheartedly in this hoe. You can talk and be friends with whoever you want to in this bitch. Candy, calm the fuck down. You got enough of your friends on here. You got Mario Toda in this hoe. You got Candy, or excuse me, you're Candy. You got Kenya. Calm down.
Don't grab me. Don't grab me.
Please let him go. Please let him go.
Hey, we better than that.
Please let him go.
Baby, we are better than that. Baby, you are.
Hey,
you can't. Check it out. We are better than that.
Babe, I got this.
Drag you in this bitch. You cannot. I will drag that hoe if you got business. Understand me?
Moving on, or not moving on, we see more of Sanya and Candy, so let's get into it.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not the most sentimental type of friend.
Yeah.
I'm not that friend. When I was 15, my brother died. I'm not the sentimental girl. I had to push past that. Right. So no, I'm not that friend to be like, oh, blah, 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 because I know life goes on.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna give you a tissue. Now, I'm playing. I do feel bad for her, as I can relate to her. I do have a brother who has passed from gun violence, so I do feel bad. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, yeah, I feel bad. But I do feel like you could sympathize in a way of, you could have given her flowers or said something. I don't know. I'm not saying that Marlo's right, because she is dead wrong in the situation of trying to make you a storyline involving her nephew and so on, because I'm getting tired of it, and I'm getting tired of talking about you at this point. So yeah, let's move on. Okay. Let me bring it on down in this stupid ass bitch. Yeah, Candy, I'm stealing from you like you steal from me. Okay, so moving on, we see, okay, hold on, because y'all ain't seen shit. It's giving Stevie Wonder. Yeah, I can make that joke. Hold on, because I have 4 eyes in this bitch, and I'm barely having 4 eyes because I stepped on these bitches and they hanging on by a thread, okay? So, yeah, bear with me in my eyes. But, Candy, you might need to get your eyes checked, because recently, in the middle of your speak on it, you called Drew to tell her that Sheree is trying to copy her and look like her, which is not giving that to me. I know you probably got that rehearsed read from Twitter, but I really don't see or get that Sheree is ever trying to copy Drew. I'm just saying, Sheree has always been a bad bitch, and just because she's doing the blonde thing that Drew does every so often, it doesn't give to me that she's copying her. I mean, come on. Phaedra has been doing blonde as of recent, so is she copying her? I mean, all you bitches are trying to give Marilyn Monroe. Okay, so that's really good. Okay, let's cut it out with that. And then recently, we also see on your little speak on it, you are upset with Sanya because she did a interview with Carlos King, which we know you don't care for him. I guess understandably so, because I guess he tried to steal your rights. I don't know the tea with that. I'm taking a yawn, but I'm just saying. You're upset with Sanya because of a hypothetical question of Carlos asking her who she would want on the cast next season or whatever like that, and she didn't say your name, and you were mad and made a whole speak on it about it and tried to read her down for it. Girl,
You're a fucking weirdo, bitch.
damn, let that girl live. You gotta make a whole speak on it just because she made a hypothetical cast? Girl, it's almost like a fantasy football thing. What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, moving on, we see like what? Next scene we see is Drew and her Candace copy and paste storyline. I'm playing. I'm happy to see her do her music thing because she can actually sing, so I'm here for it.
You have a scene in a roller skating rink, which I'm scouting for now.
Yeah, so I want some of my ladies, my girlfriends to come and be in that part of the video, Like, are we gonna have auditions for dancers?
Yes.
Okay. The songs that I wanna do, are really, truly representative of who I am.
So yeah, that's nice. We get to see her talk about her little storyline. Not her storyline. Get to see her talk about her little album, song, whatever, and whatnot. And the main concern of this director, he kind of fine. Okay, let me stop. But the main concern of the director is if, her husband, Drew, Ralph, is in shape. I mean, really? Okay. Is this the big storyline? Anyways, we see her and her fine-ass man. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward because, well, we see a bunch of fine-ass men because the director, like I said, he's looking good. I know you said you had a woman of 27 years, but if that falls through because I don't open my legs up to married men, I'm not. Kimiana.
Well, let it out. Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. You heard it? Close your legs to married men. Look, because you made a comment already that you would beat my ass. I like to see that happen. Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. I'm gonna respect you and let you do the interview with this trash box. Go right ahead. Trashy hooker, trashy hooker, trashy hooker, trashy hooker. Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. Trashy hooker. You done lie every chance you got on this tape. And you ain't gonna lie no more. We gonna set it straight today. Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. trashy hooker, trashy hooker.
Okay, let's take a minute to cool off. We'll be right back.
No, but call me, beat me, bitch, hit me up, okay? Work. So, like I said, we're gonna fast forward through the Drew and the Ralph scene and whatever storyline they had of Drew not being able to be, Ralph not being able to be in the video because they think his body wasn't going to be right. So they hire another person to take his place. That person flops out because he's double booked. So then Ralph has to come in and actually do the video. So then he pops in at rehearsal and they let him know this, and that's what you're about to see. Fast forward in this hoe. Yeah. Oh, coochie coochie coo. Ooh, don't they look cute? If they weren't breaking up and their relationship wasn't going crumble, they could have a OnlyFans or something of the sort where I could only see Ralph because I don't want to see Drew. No shade to Drew. Very pretty girl, but I don't want to see Drew. I want to see her man. Moving on. Wait, not moving on, because I have a question. Do y'all think they are actually getting a divorce, or do y'all think it's for a storyline and for a check in this bitch? Not me running out of breath, girl. Okay, so yeah, answer that for me in the comments in this bitch, because I want to know. But then also Mimi from Love and Hip Hop, Miss Strappiana, also hanging from the shower rod with Nico, and also threesomes with Stevie J and Jocelyn. She went off on Drew saying something of the sort that Drew was trying to flirt with her woman, her Strappiana, Ty. What the fuck is going on with that? Is that why y'all broke up? What's going on? I want to know the tea. I knew Drew was down with the LGBTQ plus IMLZ in this hoe, girl. Woo, you ain't fooling me. Anyways, moving on, we see Marlo sitting down with Courtney, and yeah.
This is our Moose Boost. It's complimentary for every table.
Oh.
You ladies know what you like to eat this evening?
I know I definitely want us to try the steak.
I know that's right, Marlo. You better get a steak, and you better get me one, because the girls are saying that you're paying me to make you look good on my channel. So yeah, you owe me a steak and a check, bitch. Let's get back into the scene.
First of all, I just wanted to bring you here this evening to really thank you. And I mentioned my past to you, my legal issues, and for you to not only introduce me to someone to help me, but you really took action.
Work. So if you don't know, Courtney is helping Marlo get in contact with people to help her, because you know she slashed somebody in the face, as the girls like to bring up every second. So she's trying to get that off of her record, or maybe not off of her record, but something to the sort where she can get a weapon. Not to slash Candy, but to I'm not laughing at that, let me stop. But to protect herself, because she had a intruder come into her home, so she wants to feel safe as she is a single woman. So that's nice of Courtney to do so. Moving on, we see the next scene, which is Kenya. I know I said I was bored of her storylines, but this is a nice storyline to see, where she wants to have another child and she's deciding how to, or if she can do so. So yeah, let's get into it.
I thought about adoption because, you know, my husband and I aren't together, but I have these embryos. You know, when we did our contracts, if anything happened to us, if we broke up or divorced, that they would belong to me.
Yeah.
So morally speaking, I owe him, you know, to just have a conversation.
Work. It was nice to see Kenya make me eat my words and share this storyline that I actually was interested to see. Whatever she decides, I know she's going to be a great mother, as she already is one to Brooklyn. So having another one, I know that's going to make her even happier. And Brooklyn probably even happier in this bitch, because who doesn't want another sibling in this? So, okay, work. So that was nice to see this. Moving on to the next scene, we will see the Gucci down brunch type thing in this hoe. And also, side note, back to Kenya. I got ahead of myself. I like seeing this side of her, not crying, but just a softer side, because sometimes she gets a little crunchy, a little bit sour, and I'm getting those Cruella de Vil vibes as to last season, where she was, you know, playful and light. She came in booked and busy from Dancing with the Stars, Snatched, and so on. Just youthful, fun energy. In this season, it's still there, but I just get, again, a little bit of those old Cruella DeVille vibes, and I don't like that from her. And I'm getting the Candy ass-kissing vibes, and I don't like that either. Give me the playful, fun, carefree, I don't give a fuck vibes, not the sour vibes that we're about to see later that I'm going to talk about or that I'm referencing, which I guess we're going to talk about that now. Let's get into the Gucci down, luncheon, flop, brunch of Sheree.
But it's really sad for me that you guys feel like you cannot talk and move past some of the stuff that we're dealing with.
No, my sister called me crying. I text,
ma'am, he stopped working with us months before he got
So
killed.
then what does that say about your character?
What says about my character? He didn't work for me.
Candy, y'all bring up for me 23 years ago.
I want us to be able to coexist and have fun, but it got to be a way that we can fix this.
Ooh, Sheree want to be an actress again because she crying and it's not that serious. I don't want to play on her emotion, but girl, be for real. The group can get better if y'all just let Candy and Marlo talk alone without her backup singers chiming in. We don't need Drew and Kenya speaking up for her. Miss Speak On It can speak for herself without them chiming in, and let them talk alone in this bitch. And if they can't work it out, move on. How about that? Because I've had enough of this. Anyways, we see Candy and Courtney, my friend, or not my friend, but my friend in my head. I live for her. They work it out, and they work it out. So let's get into that.
I think it was just a huge misunderstanding with you guys.
Yes. She came to the event, which to me said a lot, that the olive branch that I extended, she accepted. So I welcome her with a hug today, and I'm open to see what happens moving forward.
Next, okay, so we see, I guess Sanya got an issue with Kenya. So play the track or play the clip.
I do want to get something off my chest with you, Kenya. So,
don't try to throw the smile in there.
As far as our friendship goes, I feel like I have been a very consistent friend to you. You know, when you hurt your knee, I sent you flowers. I felt like we were building. And then I felt like when you came to Ross's birthday party and I saw you, it felt a little bit lukewarm.
Okay, so apparently Kenya is sour with Sanya because Sanya went on Watch What Happens Live and didn't really answer a question right about Kenya's booty being real or not. I mean, why are we still talking about this? Just like the Marlo face slashing incident thing. Why are we still talking about this old shit? We know what we know. We know about the face slashing thing, and we know Kenya's booty is not real. Okay? And why is Kenya why is Kenya getting mad about this? Can she just own up to her booty? Not okay.
I wasn't saying that I believe it or not because of Marlo.
You're not being loyal to me, but I see you being loyal to her all day long when she's dead wrong.
How do I know if your butt's real or not? How am I supposed to know?
That's what you're going to say. I don't know if it's real or not.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Y'all kill me with this team shit. Like, let these people be friends with who they want to be friends with. Girl, y'all are too old for this. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to age shame, but y'all kill me with that, okay? And secondly, enough of this booty arguing situation. We know, okay, you know what? I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to body shame because it comes off that way when you accuse somebody of having a fake booty. But I'm just saying, like, stop playing in our face, okay? Anyways, we move on to see Candy and Marlo try to talk out their whatever is going on, but they cannot due to the girls, her backup singers, Candy's clique chiming in.
Candy.
Okay, finish what you were saying.
I can't do it with them. Can you stand right here? No, let her just stand up and be her talk.
Marlo gets up and leaves due to Kenya, interjecting for no reason. Girl, look for your moment elsewhere. I know earlier in an interview you said you didn't have anybody to argue with this season, and I see that you are looking for somebody to argue with this season as to nobody's addressing you. No shade, but girl, hush. Get off of Candy's nanny. Anyways, let's get into Marlo storming out.
It's with Kenya, she's too disrespectful. And it's just at a point to where Kenya, at least zip your mouth when you come to me.
I'll have her quiet.
I
think you and Candy need to have a conversation, though.
No, Candy and I can have a conversation.
So, Marlo goes back in, and it's still a flop. The conversation goes nowhere, and Basically, Candy says, fuck the dead flowers, or not the dead flowers. Excuse me. She says, fuck the flowers, fuck the whatever you wanted me to do to Marlo. And yeah, I do feel that was a bit insensitive. I do understand where she's coming from with the being tired of, this whole situation being brought upon her in her restaurant. And, I guess she's feeling like she's being attacked, but also, girl, like, speak on it. And I'll get back at you when I wanna. Shout out to Danity Kane listeners, if you, or not listeners, but fans, stans of Danity Kane. Yes, to the reference. We're gonna end it here because I'm over this episode. Excuse me, not over the episode, but you know how I feel about the Real Housewives of Atlanta this season so far. Obviously, it can't be too bad if I'm still watching and recapping, but also, like, girl, we need to go back to the drawing board next season and figure out what's not working and what is working and who is and who's not, okay? Because, yeah, it's not giving for me. So, we're going to end it right here, and thank you for listening and watching. Purr. Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.